Hey everyone, Coach Johnston here with activities in different weather and seasons. Today we're going to look at which activities we do during certain weather or during certain seasons. What type of activities do we do when it is winter? Think of things that you can do inside, like playing basketball in the gym, working out in the gym, maybe doing some yoga, things like that you can do inside. Think of things that you can only do if there is snow on the ground, like a snowball fight or build a snowman. Think of things that you can only do if there's ice around, like ice skating or ice hockey. And think of things that you can do in layers of clothes, like playing football, sledding. Can you think of some more? What types of activities do we do when it is sunny? Just about anything, really. It can be sunny in any temperature, and most sports can be played in sunny weather. Most activities can be done when it is sunny out. Can you think of some of your favorite things to do on a nice sunny day? What types of activities do we do when it is spring? Think of some things we start to do once it warms up from that cold winter weather. When it starts to get a little bit warmer, we like to garden, go on walks, go for a run, things that we haven't been able to do when it's cold. Think of some sports we start to do once the weather warms up a little bit, like soccer, golf, and the beginning of the baseball season always starts with spring training, so that's when they're first getting started. Can you think of some things we like to do when it starts to get a little bit warmer outside? What types of activities do we do when it is raining? Think of some things that can be done inside. Again, basketball, yoga, working out in the gym, taking a run on the treadmill. Think of some sports that you have seen people play while it's raining. Now, it's not ideal, but you've seen people play football when it's raining, soccer when it's raining. Can you think of some more things to do when it's raining out? What types of activities do we do when it is summer? Think of things you can do when it is hot out, like go for a swim. Or some people just like to get outside when it's hot and soak up some sun. Think of some sports you see people playing during the summer. Now, we said baseball gets started in the spring, but the majority of the season is in the summer. People love to play volleyball at the beach in the summer too. Think of some places you like to go during the summer and things you can do there, like some of the things you might do at the beach or at the park. Can you think of some things? What types of activities do we do when it is snowing? Think of things you can do inside. Again, you can play basketball in the gym, you can go to the gym and work out, you can run on a treadmill, and think of some things you can do only if there's snow, like a snowball fight or building a snowman or building ice sculptures. Think of things that you can only do if there's ice, like ice skating or ice hockey. Think of things you can do in layers of clothes, again, like football and sledding. Can you think of some more? What types of activities do we do when it is fall? Think of some things you can do when it is starting to cool down outside, like go for a run or go for a walk, or even playing catch. Think of some sports that get started up just before winter starts, like football and basketball. Think of some activities people like to do when the leaves change color, like go on hay rides, corn mazes, pumpkin patches, things like that. Can you think of some more? Okay, now that we've started to think about things that we do in different weather and during different seasons, we're going to play a game called Which Would You Do? Now, each round you will be given a season or a type of weather and two activities to choose from. You'll have 10 seconds to answer which activity you think fits best for that situation. When the timer stops, the correct activity will be shown, as well as an exercise to do for that activity for 20 seconds. A seated version of the exercise will be on top, and if you're going to do it standing up, that will be on the bottom. Now, we've already talked about several activities that can be done in different seasons and in different types of weather, but you will choose the best option for each situation. Okay? So if we're ready, we're going to start with the first one. Which would you do if it was winter? Skiing or baseball? Which would be best for winter? Skiing. Skiing would be best for winter. So if you're sitting down, you're going to work your ski poles to push yourself down the mountain. Do the poles on either side and then down the middle. If you're standing, you're jumping side to side and using your arms to use the ski poles, going down the mountain. Which would you do if it was raining? Run outside or run on a treadmill? Which would be best for raining? Run on a treadmill. Okay, so you're going to jog in place or run in place for the whole 20 seconds, pumping your arms, and if you're standing, pumping your legs at the same time. Alternate arms and legs. Which would you do if it was spring? Play soccer or play basketball? Which would be best for spring? Soccer. So if you're sitting down, you're doing a throw-in. Take the ball from behind your head up over the top and throw it back into play. If you're standing, you are alternating kicks. So taking your leg back and swinging through to kick the ball. Which would you do if it was sunny? Yoga or tennis? Which would be best for sunny? Tennis. So if you're sitting down or standing up, you're going to have both hands on the racket and you're working the forehand and the backhand. If you're standing, make sure to shuffle your feet and get set before each swing. Which would you do if it was summer? Swimming or hockey? Which would be best for summer? Swimming. Swimming would be best for summer. So we are going to do that freestyle swimming stroke where our hands circle back behind and up over our head and swim through to the front. Keep swimming the entire time. Which would you do if it was snowing? Volleyball or build a snowman? Which would be best for snowing? Build a snowman. So we're going to start at the bottom with our snowman and make smaller circles to build it up to the top. If you're standing, you're going to have to squat to put down the lowest ball and then make the ball smaller as you get towards the top. Keep building those snowmen. Which would you do if it was fall? Football or golf? Which would be best for fall? Football. So we're going to be running down the field and using our stiff arm to get rid of those defenders on either side. So with the hand that's holding the ball, bring it up nice and tight by your chest. The other hand sticking out to knock off those defenders. If you're standing up, you're going to be running the whole time too. Which would you do if it was sunny? A snowball fight or frisbee? Which would be best for sunny? Frisbee. On a nice sunny day, we're going to get out and throw that frisbee. So take your hand to your opposite shoulder and then extend it all the way out to throw that frisbee. If you're standing, you want to step as you throw too. You can throw with either hand, alternate hands, or use one the whole time. Okay, we're going to take a minute here to rest and recover. Make sure you catch your breath. If you need to go get some water or use the bathroom, that's fine. You'll have 1 minute. And remember, when we go through these, you are trying to guess which activity fits the situation the best. I know some of these activities can be played in different types of weather or in different seasons, but again, we are trying to choose the one that fits the situation the best. If you're going to need more than this 1 minute to rest, or want to make sure that you don't miss anything when you go to get some water or use the bathroom, press pause so you don't miss anything, and when you're ready, you can come back and press play again. We'll get started here in a few seconds. Which would you do if it was summer? Skiing or baseball? Which would be best for summer? Baseball. So we're going to be swinging that baseball bat, both hands together on the bat, back behind our head, and swing through the ball. If you're standing up, you want to step towards your target as you swing. Okay, keep swinging those baseball bats. Which would you do if it was sunny? Run outside or run on a treadmill? Which would be best for sunny? Run outside. So we're going to run in place for 20 seconds. Alternate your arms. When one comes up, the other goes down. And if you're standing, you're doing the same things with your legs. Getting those knees nice and high. When your knee is up, the other one is down. Which would you do if it was fall? Soccer or basketball? Which would be best for fall? Basketball. So we are doing that jump shot for basketball. Your shooting hand will be up at your forehead like you're holding a dinner plate over your head. Your other hand will be beside it to guide the ball. If you're doing it standing up, you're going to jump as you extend your hand up and flick your wrist at the top. Which would you do if it was raining? Yoga or tennis? Which would be best when it's raining? Yoga. So for yoga, we're going to do a tree pose. Put our hands up over our head, and if you're standing, lift one leg up to the side, like in the video. Try to breathe while you're holding this pose, and if you need to put your foot down so you don't fall, that's fine. Which would you do if it was winter? Swimming or hockey? Which would be best for winter? Hockey. So we are doing that hockey shot. Your hands are spaced out on the stick, and you are taking the stick back and swinging through the puck. If you're standing, you should be kind of sideways as you swing the hockey stick. Keep swinging. Which would you do if it was sunny? Volleyball or build a snowman? Which would be best for sunny? Volleyball. Volleyball. So we're going to do our set. Make your hands into a diamond at the top of your forehead, looking up, and then push up and out through the ball. If you're standing up, bend your knees as you do this. Which would you do if it was spring? Football or golf? Which would be best for spring? Golf. So we're going to do that golf swing. Hands down in front, pointing to the ball. Take the hands back behind your head and then swing down through the ball and up to the other side. Okay? If you're standing, you're going to rotate your hips and swing through the ball. Which would you do if it was snowing? A snowball fight or throw a frisbee? Which would be best for snowing? Snowball fight. So let's throw those snowballs. Point out to your target, take the snowball back behind your head and throw it overhand towards your target. If you're standing up, step as you throw. Your hand should end up at the opposite hip. Great job, guys. You did it. I hope you had a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about what activities you can do throughout the year and what activities you can do in any weather. Check back next week for another activity.